Hey everybody, this is me, Laura. I am doing this video because I said that I was going to do a Roma um, video review. And, the year's going to end, and I pretty much, everything I said I was going to do, I am like right now kind of doing everything, before the year ends. So, and I got really busy, and I started doing other things, and so forth. So anyway, I want to talk about Roma and what I thought about the Netflix movie that I seen. And as far as the shoot, the cinematography, the black and white, everything was like amazing. Like, you can just capture it and you can look at it, and like I said, when it comes to black and white, our subconscious um, can, they really, it really can like see through the black and white. They can't really see through color. So it was even more amazing. And so um, I wanted to do this video because I seen the movie, and I personally could not relate to the movie. I could not relate to Cleo, and I think a lot of in the new generation we could not relate to her because we don't know what it's like to be a maid and stuff, but she does suffer. She goes through a lot. I think a lot of people in Mexico can relate to her because a lot of them maybe are trying to make money and they're trying to be, a maid and stuff. But there were a lot of critics that were saying it was a typical movie like in the novelas. They hire the maid, the darker skin, maid, and this middle class, where they're more light skinned, they hire her, and but they treat her like family, And I think the plot of the movie is that she treats those children like if they were hers, even though she had lost the baby, and she suffered, and she went through a lot, and she went through some abusive with her boyfriend, right? And so that's another thing. I think that was one, I captured that moment when her boyfriend screamed at her so like ugly that we were like, we wanted to just slap him, right? Because he was such a jerk to her, and it kind of, I was looking at it, and I think it's a great film when it makes you angry, when it makes you angry and when you're like, wake up. And I think a lot of us got pretty much upset at the movie because we can't relate to that. You know what I mean? Like we were like, we wouldn't have let ourselves. We wouldn't have, we're in a position like that. We would have, you know, probably try to strike him back or something and slap him or try to defend ourselves, right? Because she seemed very like, like, the damsel in distress, that she lets herself and stuff. And it was like, I don't know, like we could not relate to it. But overall, it was a good movie. And, you know, um, it was just a lot of, the main thing is that, she loved those kids as if they were her own.